Before starting this course on career counseling, it is extremely important to understand why you should take your career choice seriously. In this video, we will help you understand the importance of making the right career choice for yourself. So, why is your career choice so important? It is important because it determines a lot of things in your life, including number 1, quality of life. Your career choice plays a huge role in deciding where you live, how flexible your life is, and the kinds of things you are able to do in your free time. Number 2, identity. Ask any elder person about their career and they will tell you about it as a part of their identity. They'll say something like, I am a journalist, instead of, I report news. Notice how everybody asks you, what do you want to be when you grow up? And not, what do you want to do when you grow up? This shows that your career choice shapes your identity. Number 3, impact. Every human life touches thousands of other lives in so many different ways. If you select any 60-year-old person who is about to retire, take a time machine, find him as an infant, throw that infant into trash, and then come back to the present day, you'll find that a countless number of things around you have changed. So whatever career you choose, the world will be affected by it. Anything that determines your quality of life, your identity, and the impact that you make should be taken very seriously. And that includes your career choice also. So we hope that this short video could help you understand the importance of making the right career choice. Having done that, we will now move forward to start our career counseling course. We are pretty excited and we hope you are too. So, let's begin. See you.
Good evening, guys. Welcome to day 27 of Probano's live podcast. और आज स्पेशल दिन है. आज वेरी स्पेशल डे, क्योंकि आज के गेस्ट जो है वो आप लोग हैं. तो आपके स्टोरी सुनेंगे, आपका स्ट्रगल सुनेंगे, आपका करियर का जो जर्नी है वो हम सबको जानना है. एंड ऑफ कोर्स वी हैव आदित्य एंड मिस्टर सेन विद अस एज यूजुअल. सो फर्स्टली एक टेंजेंट तो पकड़ना पड़ेगा, क्योंकि थोड़ा तो स्ट्रक्चर चाहिए होगा, खाली हवा में तो बात नहीं कर सकते. तो आज के स्ट्रक्चर के लिए वैसे हमने थोड़ा लेट शुरू किया था. वी वर एक्चुअली डिस्कसिंग अबाउट दिस कि आज का टॉपिक क्या हो सकता है. व्हाट इज़ दैट वन टेंजेंट दैट वी कैन पिक अप ऑन. तो आदित्य का सजेशन आया था बाउंसिंग बैक इन योर करियर. तो इस बाउंसिंग बैक के तो मैं सोच रहा था इसका क्या कोरोना वायरस के तो कॉन्टेक्स्ट में बात करें, या फिर अपने लाइफ में अगर आपने कोई गलत करियर चूज़ किया है, गलत करियर ऑब्जेक्टिवली नहीं बोल रहा, आपके लिए जो आपने गलत करियर चूज़ किया, तो उससे आपको वापस कैसे अपने राइट ट्रैक पे आना, या फिर कोरोना भी हो गया, या फिर आपके फैमिली इश्यूज जो भी हो सकते हैं, तो आपने अपने लाइफ में, अपने करियर में बाउंस बैक कैसे किया टू गेट योर सेल्फ ऑन टू द राइट ट्रैक. सो फर्स्टली आई गेस आज थोड़ा कर ही देते हैं. फाइनली आफ्टर सो लॉन्ग, Aditya and Mr. Sen, introduce yourself.
Who will go first, Mr. Sen?
You go first.
Okay, I'll go first.
Okay, I'm going first. ये table tennis. No, Aditya, over first.
Okay. Cool. Thank you so much, guys, for joining us yet again. Today is the 27th day. और बहुत अच्छा लग रहा है कि हम यहाँ तक पहुँच पाए आपके लव और सपोर्ट से. टेक इश्यूज आए, मैं शुरू पे ही कह देता हूँ कि टेक इश्यूज आए तो हमें बता दीजिएगा, एंड वील वर्क आवर हार्डेस्ट टू करेक्ट देम ऑल. माय नेम इज आदित्य बोस. आई गेस बाय नाउ यू मस्ट बी नोइंग, एंड आई एम द फाउंडर ऑफ प्रोबनो. एंड आज का जो थीम है बाउंसिंग बैक, इट्स अ वेरी इंटरेस्टिंग थीम, बिकॉज मेरे ख्याल से हर किसी के करियर में, चाहे हम 10th 11th 12th क्लास के स्टूडेंट हो, प्यूबर्टी हिट करती है. इट्स अ डिफिकल्ट टाइम फॉर सम. उसके बाद हम कॉलेज में जाते हैं, कॉलेज में वी हैव टू फेस सम चैलेंजेस, सम रियली गुड मोमेंट्स आर देयर आल्सो. उसके बाद हम निकलते हैं कॉलेज से एंड वी परस्यू अ करियर. उसमें भी काफी उतार चढ़ाव आते हैं. You take a job. In my case, I started off a business. And इस पूरे करियर जर्नी में कभी ना कभी ऐसा वक्त आता ही है when you are down and out, कि आप डिप्रेस्ड हो, आपको मेंटली कुछ इश्यूज आ रहे हैं, your mental health is not all that great, your mood is not good, you are facing health issues, और आपके पास पैसा नहीं है. ऐसे इश्यूज या ऐसे बहुत सारे इश्यूज हमारे लाइफ में कभी ना कभी आते रहते हैं, एंड वी हैव टू इमर्ज फ्रॉम दैट इवेंचुअली, राइट? COVID-19 के इस पूरे कॉन्टेक्स्ट में आई थिंक इट्स अ वेरी गुड टॉपिक टू टॉक अबाउट फॉर ऑल ऑफ अस, एंड एज समवन सेड, टुडेज गेस्ट इज यू. So we'll talk about our own bounce back stories, and we'll also be very interested to hear yours, कि आपने कैसे अपने लाइफ में बाउंस बैक किया, या आप हमारी सिचुएशंस में, if you were put, let's say, when I describe my story or when Mr. Sen does his, अगर आप हमारी सेम सिचुएशन में होते तो आप क्या करते? So all these things we'll be discussing today. Will be a very open format podcast, and yeah,
एक और चीज़ आदित्य,
हाँ, sure.
आज का पहले 10 मिनट तो हम V3 विल बी टॉकिंग, हम 3 बात करेंगे, वॉट एवर एक्सपीरियंसेस वी हैड, वॉट एवर माई लिटिल एक्सपीरियंस आई हैड, थोड़ा ऐड कर दूंगा मैं 5% का. लेकिन आज का आई वांट, ये ऑर्डर मान लो, डिमांड मान लो, रिक्वेस्ट मान लो, भीख मांग रहा हो, जैसा भी आपको सोचना है सोच लीजिए. लेकिन आज का ऑडियंस इंटरेक्शन मुझे कम से कम 50 कमेंट्स हिट करना है, ये मेरा टारगेट लगा रहा हूँ. योर स्टोरीज, योर ओपिनियंस. आज यू वॉन्ट आस्क एनी क्वेश्चंस, वी विल आस्क यू क्वेश्चंस. तो आपके स्टोरीज आने को वी आर होपिंग आप एक्टिव रहेंगे. ओके, प्लीज कंटिन्यू.
Right. So talking on the topic of bouncing back, we were right. So I would like to throw the first question to Mr. Sen, obviously followed by an introduction if he wills. Mr. Sen, start off with one story when you were totally thinking that okay, this is it, मेरा career बहुत मुश्किल में है अभी, and then you bounced back. How did you do that, and what was the story?
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the show. And today is a very interesting topic. Bouncing back, which we know as resilience. So where and when did it all start? So I will say the first thing that started was way back in 1987. So way back in 1987. And that time I was working with a company called General Electric Company. And so in 1987, I joined them in 85. Before that, I was with an audit firm for 3 years. But in 87, I was posted to their factory. So that was a factory. And the factory was, a lot of workers were there. And they were all, they haven't studied, they're workers, they're manual workers. So they used to do a lot of fixing and all that. So there was a section, and this company used to make ceiling fans and water pumps and all that. So there was a section called the die casting, where they make the molds of all the fans and everything. These workers used to get paid every fortnight, do week. And we were supposed to be the people from the management because we were qualified. So abhi kya hota hai ki this every 2 weeks, there used to be a certain basic salary, some small allowances, but they used to get paid on the number of pieces they have worked on. And that used to be a huge amount. So in 1987 times, they used to get in that die casting group, guys used to get around 2,000-3,000 per 2 weeks. Every fortnight, they'll get around 3,000 or something. 1987, that's a lot of money. And so we were processing this. We had started to implement payroll on the computer. So data entry has to happen. So abhi kya hua? Payment ho gaya. So how you make the payment in those days was no bank transfer. You have to pay them in cash. So you have to fill it up in an envelope, count the money, and put it into cash. So there used to be this accounts clerks, and I was in the finance section. So there used to be these account clerks who used to count the money, put it into the envelope, and keep it ready. Suddenly, we find there is a lot of, undressed. The computer room used to overlook the die cast. Suddenly, the boy from the computer room came rushing back and he said, guys, there's a problem. I forgot to type in the salary they're supposed to get. They only got 100 rupees instead of 3,000 rupees. So they are now going to come. So before, and he went and locked himself in a bathroom so that he will not get hit. So the guys came, and so there were 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of us. So they charged all 5 of us. And they even threatened us physically. Utha ke phek denge, all that sort of thing. So we said, hold on, okay. By that, we had to recover the ground. And there we were surrounded by people in overalls with a lot of, oil and soot and everything on their bodies. And they were like not logical while they were talking. And there we were. And I was a kid at that time. I was maybe Aditya's age, 1 year older perhaps. And there, I don't know what to do. So that continued for 7 full hours. So we were there, sitting, standing, and they were all around us demanding things. Then the union leader came and they said, okay, we will come to a conclusion on this. You have to pay us so much compensation. They said, okay, we'll now we have to negotiate. So we had to be there, and that was my introduction to this whole difficult real world of how work gets done. So we did a negotiation, and then we asked them, you guys knew. You knew because you put the money into the envelope. आपको पता था कि पैसा नहीं था. Why did you not raise the alarm? So why should we? Why should we raise the alarm? We wanted you to get into trouble. So okay, you can't argue with that. So they said, okay, we will tell them to go and work by tomorrow morning. By tomorrow morning. And that was like late in the evening. By tomorrow morning, you will need to make the payment. So we did the calculation, we got ready, and we said, you fill up the envelope. They said, no, we'll not fill up the envelope. You have to do it. So 5 of us, we had to sit down and count cash and put it into the envelope and get it ready by 8 o'clock in the morning. It was already 9 in the evening. So that was one of the first instances, which was a close brush with physical injury and hospitalization, which I survived. And we continued after that. So that's one. So the moral of the story at that point of time is you have to keep your cool. You have to keep your cool, and you have to accept your mistake. Be humble about it. You have to swallow and digest all sorts of insults that come your way. You have to do it. There's no other way. And if you can do that and make your amends, you will always come out a better person, a better leader, a better manager, a better professional. So that's my first one. It's very relevant to the work that you do. And did it change my course of work? No, I continued in that factory for 2.5 years more. And then I moved out. So, yeah.
Right.
So that's the real world. And people do not actually want to talk about the real world. And what happens is very early in your career, you get to face such strong setbacks. ये सबका career में होता है कि very early on, and when you're in your 20, 24, 25, that age, you face a lot of setbacks at which you're not prepared for. Or if we can actually, there is something that I want to say over here. There's a formula which I learned later on in life, not at that time, but it's very relevant, which is STOP. S-T-O-P. So what is S-T-O-P? S stands for stop. You stop what you're doing. Hit the pause button. So stop everything. Just freeze. T, you first of all think. You think what was the problem all about. Then you do the O, which is you observe your situation. आसपास में क्या हो रहा है, कैसे हो सकता है, कैसे जा सकता है. And then P, you come up with a plan and execute it quickly. So this was that classic example. Remember, the first time around, I said there are 5 different tactics to lead in life. So this was that situation of being in a quicksand where you had to get out fast. If you wanted to argue, you'll get sucked into the sand more and more. So this is the time when you do a stop. You stop, think, observe, and plan, and go forward. So that's my first brush. I don't think that's the first brush, but okay. That's a very early brush. There were some earlier also, but that's okay. And so that's what you have to pick yourself and go forward. So there we go.
Right. मेरा strategy यही था. I guess not exactly stop, but more of a stop, turn around, go back to sleep. I don't know, works for me.
No, it's actually a great strategy. तो मेरे को भी जब गुस्सा आता है ना, मैं सो जाता हूँ. Because एक चीज है सामंत, मैंने नोटिस किया है, गुस्सा बहुत हद तक ठंडा हो जाता है when you sleep ना. तो कहीं ना कहीं गुस्सा, आपको आधी तो चीजें याद भी नहीं रहती, मेरे को किस लिए गुस्सा आ रहा था. It's a fresh start. So actually sleeping is not a very bad solution to, when you're really angry or when you're really upset. Probably a good sleep will heal pretty much 80 to 90% of that if it's not that serious or that long term a thing. कि बहुत टाइम से build up अगर नहीं हो रहा तो it will probably solve that. So it's not a bad strategy. What you said as a joke, I think. Yeah.
No. Actually, in the earlier days, I don't know if you all are familiar with it.
Mm-hmm.
Suppose there is a deal that you want to make.
Uh-huh.
Someone makes you an offer.
Uh-huh.
Now, many a times we say, and I say it now, I'll sleep on it.
Mm-hmm.
Which means give me a day or 2 days. मैं सोचेंगे, देखेंगे, कुछ भी करेंगे, सो जाएंगे उसके ऊपर. I will not take a decision now. And the sleep is extremely good way to recover from a situation. So if we can sleep 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, whatever, then the body heals, the mind calms down, and we can actually then put into action the stop, think, observe, and plan. But us time if we react, immediately kuch reaction ho jayega, then the chances are quicksand will suck us in more. So that's good.
Right.
Sabat, that's a good tactics. What does the audience say?
Audience, there was one suggestion by Pushkar Das. I'm gonna get to that. One thing you could do is, guys, जब भी stream कुछ अटक जाता है and we get a feedback कि audio या video में issue आता है, I get so irritated, I want everything to be perfect. तो गुस्सा इतना आ जाता है. आफ्टर द स्ट्रीम आदित्य और मैं बात करते बैठे, आदित्य बोलता है टेंशन मत लो, कल के लिए विल ट्राई टू गेट इट बेटर, लेकिन अभी सो जाओ, काम नहीं दे रहा एक्स्ट्रा आज के लिए, अब सो जाओ सीधा कि गुस्सा थूक दो, सो जाओ, पहले जल्दी से सो जाओ, चाहे तो रात में उठ के काम करो, लेकिन अभी सो जाओ. अभी के लिए फर्स्टली वी हैव समीरा, शिखा जी, पुष्कर दास, अनीता जी एंड सुदीप्ता. Everybody.
Okay, before you continue, a big shout out and a good evening to Anita ji. She's been there every day, faithfully at the time. So great job, Anita ji. Keep it going. Fantastic. People like you make the show happen.
And आज के लिए तो you have to make the quite literally have to make the show happen. क्योंकि
So my first question to Anita ji.
Yes.
Is it possible for you to tell us how you recovered from a not so good situation and came out a better person in your career or elsewhere? So we'll give us some time to think over it and write it down. In the meantime, carry on.
We actually have a question from Shikha ji. She asked, but when you're angry, you can't sleep, no?
Who wants to answer that?
Mr.
I'll
Sen.
I'll just give one small answer. ऐसा है जब मुझे गुस्सा आता है you use up so much of your what you say your spiritual energy, not exactly your physical or your mental maybe to a certain extent your mental energy, लेकिन spiritually इतना drain हो जाते हो कि बेड देखते हुए होता आए लेट गए डायरेक्टली सिंगल पॉइंट एजेंडा उस वो टाइम के लिए. तो एनीवन एल्स? आदित्य?
So with me, it's like कि मैं सोने की कोशिश करता हूँ. When I'm angry, I try to sleep because obviously देखो अगर आप थके हुए हो तो after a point in time आपको नींद आ ही आएगी. Even when you are angrily thinking about something कि ऐसा क्यों हुआ वैसा क्यों हुआ, if you are just lying down, the act of lying down for about an hour will probably make you sleep. So that's my best shot at it. And the good part is if you do manage to get some sleep, even 2-3 hours, with me especially the chances are that I'll forget. So let us say I'll have an argument with somebody. If I sleep over it, 90 to 95% chances are that I'll go back and say sorry to that person, whomever I had an argument with. I don't know, I just start feeling a lot better after sleeping. So this is the case with
Okay.
me, Mr. Sen.
Yeah, this is a very good
Actually,
question.
Anita ji asked, could you please repeat the question, Mr. Sen?
Repeat the question. I will right now. So Anita ji, I congratulate you for being the most regular and most faithful follower of this podcast. So congratulations, and you've been doing a fantastic job. So we are talking about bouncing back from an adverse situation, कुछ where we कुछ गड्ढा में फंस गए, उससे कैसे निकलना है, and how to make life a better thing. So, and today we decided, this is democracy, so only 3 people can decide, so it's okay. So we have taken a decision that we will ask the question and you in the audience will answer. I'm sure you're going to be very happy with that. So the question to you, Anita ji, and this is for you as well as for others, for everybody, but Anita ji is first up, is can you please describe a situation where it was a setback in your career, could be your life as well, and you recovered, and how you recovered and how you became a better person? I'm saying that every recovery will result in the person becoming a better person, a stronger person. So I'm repeating the question again. Any incident in your life or your career which was a setback, but you managed to recover and become a better person and a better career. Is that okay?
Yeah, I think that works. We also have Abhijit Ghosh in the chat. So Abhijit, that question goes
Hi,
for you.
Abhijit Ghosh.
Welcome. That question goes for you as well. Immediately आते ही आपको काम पे लगा दिया है. So that
But I need to still answer a question. And I think the question is how not to get angry.
Yeah.
Yep.
And upset.
Okay, that's a very interesting question. What I have learned, and I learned this early on, which is good in life, that if we can separate the person from whatever is the work, then it's easy not to get angry. Because what happens when we get angry on a person. True, the person may have made a mistake, but actually we are irritated and frustrated by the work that has been done, not by the person. We love the guy, we love the person, but it's the output of the person that's irritating us. So if we can separate the two, the person and the work, and if you can direct your frustration and irritation on the work, not on the person, then your whole response become objective. Then the anger takes a different turn and you can have a nice sleep. Difficult thing to do, but a very easy thing to do. And there has been another incident where, and I'll come to that. There's been another incident where I've been some people were against me, and that happened some 10, 12 years ago. You'll be amazed and happy to know that I'm still in touch with those people and we are friends now. Normally in such a situation, you'll be sworn enemies, but actually you're not. Because if you can separate out the two, then you realize that person did that. It was a forced error, unforced error, or there is a reason behind whatever has been done. After all, we are human beings. We can think, we can understand. So that's my answer to that. How not to get angry. I don't know if that works or doesn't work.
Also, a few psychologists recommend buying a teddy bear और बाथरूम में जाओ टेडी बेयर को इतना पंच करो कि तुम्हारा हाथ दर्द हो जाए.
But, yeah, but somehow I think that's not the best way to get it out, because that is like venting out your frustration somewhere else. My personal idea of dealing with anger or the fact that you're upset would be to deal with it in a most direct way possible. So there are two things. One is tackling the problem. One is escaping the problem. I personally feel, this is my feeling and you can agree or disagree with it, कि when you are venting that out on the teddy bear, you are escaping the problem by finding another outlet to it. Basically, जो problem मेरी है, like if I'm upset with something, I would rather think about it and try to empathize with whatever happened, like from whoever's end it happened. If it was a professional disagreement, if it was a personal, fight I had, or a personal disappointment I had from someone, or I'm sad with my own luck. Either ways, I'll just try to empathize or try to understand the situation better, maybe by a bit of slow thinking.
हाँ, मतलब everybody has different techniques, right?
Right.
कि मतलब अभी जैसा मैं प्रेफर करूँगा कि जिम जाके 100-200 किलो उठाओ, पूरा पसीने से निकाल दो and you feel free. Like all your body releases all those toxins and you're like अभी खा के सो जाएंगे, relax again. Like, and then you probably brainstorm within yourself, you introspect and so on. और अभी किसी और को they don't have the patience, I guess, to sit down, introspect.
Samantha and Aditya, we get angry the moment we start taking it personally. If we can manage not to take it personally, then you will get irritated, you will get frustrated, you will shout, you will scream, you will do everything, but you will not get angry.
Right.
Because anger is generally directed towards a person. और काम में दूसरे आदमी के ऊपर एंग्री हो के फायदा नहीं है यार जिंदगी उसके साथ बिताना नहीं है. So why you have to take tension with a guy at work? Forget it. Doesn't make difference. Right. So yeah, I found separating the work from the person helps a lot.
True. I think it's about like treating these things objectively and not very high with a lot of emotion. So I think with that, I would like to ask the audience, because अभी तक audience ने hi hello बहुत किया हमसे, which is an amazing feeling to have कि so much love we are getting. So we have Samira, we have Mrs. Shikha, we have Pushkar. Pushkar again has been a very regular feature in our audience. And thank you so much.
Pushkar Das, right?
Yeah, Pushkar Das. See, now we know him.
Yes. Okay, Mr. Pushkar Das. Congratulations for being a very faithful follower of this video cast. Fantastic. Keep it up.
Actually, Pushkar Das just put out movies. There was nothing behind that or before that. He just typed out not even a hi hello.
Pushkar Das को हम लोग एक leading role दे देंगे as the hero of the movie. Come up.
So definitely, okay. I think. So Anita ji is there. Shudipto is there. Hi Shudipto. Then we have Mr. Abhijit with us. So guys, everyone who is here with us, who is listening, who is watching, want you to type out your bounce back story. A moment when you got stuck in your career and you had to bounce back. So like Mr. Sen recited one story. I'll also like to recite one, and then it's an open forum. I would like to receive as much audience comments as possible, because आज के guest आप लोग हैं, हम नहीं. तो हम बस lead on कर रहे हैं. The way we usually ask questions to our guest, today our guest is you. So मेरी bounce back story dates back to 2017. तो मेरा career start ही हुआ था तब. I had just graduated out of college, and I think इस podcast पे मैंने कभी वो story नहीं बोली, but otherwise I have like spoken about this to a few people. So probably if those few people are here, really sorry I'm repeating this, but जो life रही है उसमें से ही बता रहा हूँ, तो झूठ नहीं बोलूँगा, वही बोलूँगा जो हुआ है. So I was in Bangalore. It was a new city for me because I live in Delhi mostly, and my hometown is Delhi. And I had studied in Shibpur, which is in West Bengal. So after that, I had shifted to Bangalore to pursue my own startup, which is Pro Bono. And initially it was very demotivating. So because I'll tell you 2-3 factors about it. So first of all, I had gotten placed into a company called PwC, PricewaterhouseCoopers. It's a decent company. Like, people know this company and it pays decently well. And I had not taken up that job because I wanted to start up full time. And my idea was this: providing career guidance to high school students, college students, ITA students. I started off with college students, school students. And at that time, I thought that, okay, Bangalore is a nice city because it's very dynamic in nature and nobody knows me there. So even if I fail, I won't become a joke in the society, which in hindsight seems a very stupid thought, because now I myself tell people to not think about too much, about um, what other people think about them. But at that time, I was like that. I won't lie to you. So I started off, and Bangalore was initially a big challenge for me because after 2-3 months, I ran out of all money I had. I had no corporate job, so there was no source for me to earn more money until my business starts earning money. There was no customer I had in the first 3 months. After that, I started going to these educational technology events. These events by CII and different organizations where principals, a lot of CSR leaders, NGO leaders come. So I used to go there. I used to avail a student discount because I had just graduated. So I used to request the companies or the organizations to give me a student discount. And also, I had run out of all the money I had, so I used to travel in buses for free. So I'll tell you how I did it. Don't do this, please. It's just kind of a story which I have, and I'm very.
You're saying it and you're telling people not to do it.
So what I did is,
Technically, we are not telling them, but we are just telling a story. Nobody is stopping you because you have freedom. So
but please don't do it. Please don't do it. That's a very bad way. But I'll tell you what I did. So these crowded buses used to come. So obviously we had these AC buses in Bangalore, and then we have like the usual buses. So I used to wait for the most crowded bus going to my destination. Then I would board it and I would push and shove my way back to the back, extreme back of the bus, backside, so that when the conductor comes, I can immediately shout pass as if I have a bus pass. So half the time I used to get away with this and I did not have to buy a ticket. So I traveled for free pretty much around Bangalore at that time. And many times also, obviously this did not work like 100% of the time. Many times also the conductor actually asked me to show a bus pass. And frankly speaking, I did not have one. So I used to take out my wallet, act as if, oh, where have I lost it? And then, give whatever change I had remaining in my wallet. Sometimes I did not even have enough money to go to the exact destination where I'm going. So I used to, stop somewhere in between and get down by buying the ticket to that place. Wherever a bus could not take me, I used to walk. So I used to walk about 6 to 10 kilometers every day. This had gotten me really thin. Plus, all my friends had started pursuing their jobs at that time. So I could see their WhatsApp statuses, Friday and Saturday night done right, all these things. I was not really, sad because of seeing people enjoy, but I was sad a bit because I was not enjoying. I was in this place where I was working a lot harder than most of, my counterparts. I was working very hard. I was going from school to school. Acha, with schools, what happened? I called the receptionist. The receptionist told me to email the school, right? We used to email, no reply. Then I used to gate crash schools just so that I can immediately get to meet the principal. The guard would say that first send a mail. I would again send a mail, no reply. I was caught in this vicious cycle. So all these things really got me depressed. And plus I was living alone. So it was really, really, tough on me. I had just graduated from college. I was 22 years old. And after that, I started basically at a point in time. So what happened is I was in the bus, and this will take like 2-3 more minutes. So I was in the bus at night, sometime at night, and I thought that, okay, I'll not take the crowded bus because it's too late at night. I'll just go home. So today I won't do the crowded bus thing. The bus came, I boarded it. I saw only the bus driver. There was no conductor in it. So he was taking the tickets, or rather, he was selling the tickets. So I tried to kind of ignore him and sit at the back, but he noticed me because of my tall frame, and he called me. He asked me to buy a ticket. I again said pass. He asked me to show the pass. So I again did the same acting and actually bought a ticket with whatever change I had left. Now the bus was on its way. It got stopped by two men who hurriedly got onto the bus and started checking each and everyone's ticket. So I thankfully had a ticket, so I showed it to them. One of the men sat beside me because the next seat next to me was vacant. So I asked the man that, what if, you did not find a ticket with me? So he told me that, see, I would have either charged you a fine of 500 rupees or I would have taken you to jail if you failed to produce it. I genuinely heaved a sigh of relief because at that time I knew I did not have 500 rupees with me. So, and anything, so this would involve calling my parents. At that time, it was a really big challenge because I had just taken that pen. So my parents would have probably told me, and I feared this. Probably my parents would not have told me this, but I thought that my parents might tell me, कि अरे यार तुमने इससे अच्छा नौकरी कर लेते, ये कहाँ फंस गए तुम. So yeah, at that time was like, I thought that, okay, I'll never go into this bad a situation ever again. So I fought a bit harder. I started working even harder. I started pushing at the right directions. It took me 5 more months. So in the next 3 months, I got 9 schools where I was doing career guidance for free. Then word of mouth spread in a few schools, and they started calling me for paid sessions. During that time, only an event which I had gone into, I had met the head of CSR of a particular organization. Wish I could take its name. I really want to, but I'm not sure whether it is allowed or not, so I won't for now. So they gave me work. They gave me the first 52 schools, which I did for a bigger agreement. So that is when I incorporated the company and started. It was after 6 to 7 months of starting out. So first 6 months, so I'll tell you the progression. First 3 months, we had 0 schools. First 6 months, we had 9 schools. The 7th month, we had 52 schools. So I personally have seen that life can be pretty unpredictable at times. So just wait for the best opportunities, what I would like to pass on the message to the audience. And now if Samant has any adding comments to that, any stories to share, or any audience stories to share.
अभी we just go in Ola Prime.
That is how ahead we had gone.
Now we only go in Ola Prime या फिर अपना खुद का बाइक है. So we are getting somewhere. Progress है थोड़ा तो. Pushkar Das says that comment, the movie's comment was the suggestion for today's topic. So I don't think clear cut movies के बारे में बात कर सकते हैं. We'll probably do that किसी के personal account पे. यहाँ पे तो we'll have to strictly try to keep it a little bit formal. अनीता जी अभी भी आपका स्टोरी के लिए वेट कर रहे हैं.
Not
Pushkar.
only Anita ji, all of them.
हाँ everyone.
स्टोरी सुनाओ, अपना बाउंस बैक स्टोरी सुनाओ हमें.
My bounce
And
back.
I'm very interested in Abhijit Ghosh. If he's still there, if he can write down one episode.
Yeah, definitely.
Also, we have Gajanan Mutepawar, if I'm pronouncing that right. I hope I didn't butcher your name.
Thank you so much for coming.
Welcome.
Yeah. So, मेरा bounce back story, essentially, I don't think bounce back कुछ हुआ है. I think I've had a pretty comfortable life. Like, I had things planned out. Parents का support था, so I won't say nothing so far as to, where I had to, not essentially rock bottom, but somewhat of that feeling. So let's see. You could say one thing. I keep bringing the same experience हर बार. जब मैं पहली बार बच्चों को पढ़ाया था, तो the entire class went so bad. I was like, मैं खुद को hire नहीं करूँगा. I'm not a teacher. I'm leaving the course. Let's go. But then I use that motivation to prepare myself for the next day's topic. अच्छा गया था. Okay, that was it was like one of the best classes, I guess, that one could take at that level as a fresher. And another bounce back. Let's see. I guess the experiences with Pro Bono. After joining Pro Bono, everything wasn't fairy tale नहीं था. Yeah, there were struggles. I think even Aditya, as he rightly said, struggles to the. I guess that's the nature of startup. So with that, keeping those struggles in mind, the way we took metros and share autos to the schools we went to, conduct कर रहे थे पसीने में भी. We were like, चलो एक छोटा आधा मग पानी मिल जाए तो let's just wash our face, walk from the metro to the school we had to conduct for like multiple kilometers, wearing formals by the way. और पसीने.
And you'll see in that some of the photos as well. अगर आप Pro Bono के पुराने photos देखोगे ना, there are some photos where I'm drenched in sweat और formal t-shirt से दिख रहा है literally कि there's this dripping sweat and I'm still taking a class. So ये भी हुआ है and it keeps happening. So ऐसा what I have learned from this is personally कि अगर काम जिसको कर रहे हो उसमें आपका पैशन है ना, तो ये सब चीजें आफ्टर अ पॉइंट मैटर करना बंद हो जाती है. सो यू डोंट स्टार्ट सीइंग की शिट यार मैं कितना फाइनेंशियल स्ट्रगल कर रहा हूँ, या फिर मेरे पास कोई इमोशनल सपोर्ट नहीं है. You just start focusing too much on the work that you're doing, so that takes your focus away from everything else, which in itself is a really good thing, because आपको आपका स्ट्रगल कभी कभी समझ में ही नहीं आता कि that was a struggle, है ना सामन?
राइट राइट. सो लाइक आई सेड, डायरेक्ट कॉलेज के बाद ही, आई थिंक कॉलेज के बीच में मैंने शुरू कर दिया था प्रोबोनो के साथ.
हाँ.
हाँ, कॉलेज ख़त्म होने से पहले ही. सो आई स्टार्टेड वर्किंग एंड प्रॉब्लम्स होते हैं. आई वॉज लाइक वॉट एवर द इशूज़ आर, आई केम हियर विद अ मिशन ऑफ बेटरिंग माई सेल्फ. ऑब्वियसली ये स्टार्टिंग में आई वॉन्ट बिकम अ इतना फिलोसॉफिकल हीरो बन के ये नहीं बोलूँगा कि नो 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 पूरा दुनिया बदलना था प्रोबोनो को पूरा. It started off with a few selfish reasons, with in all honesty. लेकिन we grew as a family. Everyone who's been associated with us, like we took something जहाँ पे हम लोग को आधे किलोमीटर का या 1 किलोमीटर का 10 रुपए का ऑटो के लिए भी we were like चलो बचाते ये पैसे बचाते, let's just walk to the school. पसीना तो आया they'll know we are working hard. So image matter करता है. We that with that kind of ideology, and now अभी तो आराम से इफ वी गो टू प्लेसेस बाइक पे या फिर हाँ ऐसा नहीं कि 40-50 किलोमीटर डायरेक्ट कैब में जा रहे हैं. दैट इज जस्ट देयर इज अ डिफरेंस बिटवीन बीइंग कंफर्टेबल एंड लाइक बीइंग रैशनल.
Right.
Right, so I guess we grew like it's not exactly a bounce back, but then it's a struggle to अभी जो पोजीशन पे है where we are we can comfortably work without having to think about okay we need to save every penny. So I think that's something I personally take pride in, and I guess everybody associated with Pro Bono can take pride in, is that we've actually built this up from the foundations, literally the foundations.
That's
Oh
very
yeah,
good.
I would really like to ask Mr. Sen about one, like, so he has had a long career, and I'm pretty sure that he has had many struggle stories, and I feel that also कि life में ना कभी happy ending नहीं होती है. तो ऐसा नहीं कि खत्म तब तक नहीं होता, तब तक मरते नहीं है. तो career ऊपर नीचे I think it keeps on going. So I'm pretty sure that Mr. Sen has had a few struggles and a few really high moments. So आज तो high moments से ज़्यादा हम struggle की बात कर रहे हैं. The bounce back story. So Mr. Sen, one more bounce back story from you. What's it?
One more bounce back. Wow. Okay. Now, first of all, as we go along in life, and as we have gone along in life, and all of you will go along in life much longer, there will be ups and downs. There will be valleys and there will be peaks. So it will keep on happening. And like as you know, from a valley, when you get down into a valley, you fall, you slip, and you're suddenly in the valley. To get back to the peak, you have to work hard, and both of you talked about it. You have pasina bahata hai, blood, sweat, and tears. And then you get to the top again, and again you fall down. That's part of life. And the quicker you understand it, the quicker you embrace it, the quicker you accept it, it's better. Because that's how it is going to work. School does not prepare us for this. School does not prepare us at all for this. School will give us a lot of medals and you're the best boy, you're the best girl,
right,
blah 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 and everything. So you come out very shiny and all that thing, squeaky clean, very shiny, and within 1 month, 2 months, 6 months, you're suddenly hit by a brick wall. Boom, you don't know what's going on. So now the next story is very interesting one. 2011. Now in 2011, a very significant thing happened in the world, which is known as the Arab Spring. So because I was in Oman at that time, which is an Arab country. So Arab Spring May, what happened was all the people were protesting against the governments, and they were telling everybody to leave, and there was protest everywhere, and a lot of governments were brought down. The Libyan government was brought down, the Egypt government was brought down. There's so many of them, and Oman was no difference. In that, I had the dubious distinction of being the only foreigner to appear on a list where 75% of the people wanted me out.
Oh.
Why did they want me out?
Hmm.
There was a history behind it. So what happened was, at that point of time, so I was asked by the board of that organization, so the chairman of the board and everyone. The chairman was a minister, he was asked to go. Okay. And so they gave me a task to do, which is related to some, the way to look at how increment should be given and how pension should be worked out and all that. So I did some work. Now, obviously, the people didn't like it, whichever way you go. And so they asked me to go. So there I was, not knowing what to do. But they were very polite about it. They did not come and threaten me or anything. They simply said, this guy has to go, and that's it. And we came to know. So there was a woman who was my boss. And I said this earlier in my career, most of the time I had women bosses. Very strange. This woman was the first Arab electrical engineer, and she was the chairman of the Arab Council of Telecommunications as a woman, the first woman chairperson, sorry. So I went to her and I used to call her madam. So I said, madam, I need to talk with you. She said, what? I said, it seems my name is, on the list and they want me out. She said, yeah, these guys are crazy. So we sat for 4 hours, me and that lady. She got the list of the people who signed. We went one by one. She wanted to find out who did it. And she found out. And then she did something which I'll never forget. Now I'm a foreigner, total foreigner. I have a different religion, everything. So I don't matter in their whole scheme of things, right? And she is appointed by the Sultan, by the king, which means she's a representative of the king. No one can remove her. So what she said, she became very vocal with all the local people there. And she said, you guys could not tell me anything, so you picked on a poor Indian. I am going to resign. And she resigned. Now, in the history of Oman, this is the first time, or the history in the Arab world is the first time, someone who's appointed by His Majesty, whatever king, has ever resigned.
Wow.
And nobody knew what to do with it. And the end story of all that was I continued over there for the next 7 years.
I hope so. She did she join back or was she brought back?
Okay. She resigned. They finally had to accept the resignation because they didn't know what to do with it. And everybody was scared to take it to the His Majesty, the king. Because he's the only guy who can take it back, right? He is appointed. So finally that happened. And all the ministers, they changed, out of 21 ministers, they changed 18 ministers.
Oh.
And none of them came back. She was brought back as member of the higher council, like our Rajya Sabha. So she was the only person who was recalled from that Arab Spring. So what that taught me, and it's not my story, it's a combined story. What that taught me is, if you have integrity, then you have courage. And if you have the two of them, you can survive any situation. So she had that integrity to stand up and say, guys, you have made a mistake. You got to tackle it with me. And she took the unprecedented step of putting in a resignation. And that was recognized by the rulers, and she was brought back. So integrity and courage is something we require to bounce back. That's what I learned that day.
Very true.
So
So guys, I've also put that in a nice comment in the comment section so that you can recall it. If you have integrity and courage, then I think we can definitely bounce back. And this also reflects very well on the current situation, I think. That if we have integrity and courage in the current situation, if we really want to serve the society, and if we passionately are doing that, eventually, see, economy is tough for everyone, right? So it's not just you, it's not just me, it's not just Mr. Sen. I think it's tough for everyone. We'll come out of this together with a lot of integrity and no malintention, hopefully. Because right now, I think humanity needs a lot of harmony, peace, and integrity and kind of, empathy with each other. So,
And courage.
and courage.
And a bit of luck.
Yeah,
and
a bit
lots
of luck
luck.
is definitely needed.
We got a comment from Abhijit Ghosh who just commented that exact thing. He just commented and a bit of luck.
Oh,
Yeah.
That exact
great
words.
coincidence. Thank you, Mr. Abhijit Ghosh.
And a bit of luck. Yeah.
There's a let's see. There was a comment by Abhijit Ghosh who says if life was like a straight line, it would actually be so boring.
Right.
I agree. 100%.
Very true,
200%.
sir. Very true.
Actually मेरे पास एक टॉपिक है but we finally got a comment from Anita ji. लंबा मैसेज है, so let's go.
Okay, you have done it. You have made our day. Anita
Yes.
ji, you have made our day. Go ahead.
Right. I hope मेरा टीचिंग डेज का पुराना कॉलेज ट्रेनिंग का वापस ला रहा हूँ. ऑल दैट वॉइस मॉड्यूलेशन, स्टोरी टेलिंग, कैलिबर. Let's see.
Better do that. You better do that.
So my request to all of the audience is to listen to Anita ji's story very carefully. There will be a lot of things to learn from there, I'm sure. So Saman, take it away.
Yeah. There's a story by Anita ji. First of all, my very lucky to have lives of a self-exploration. In life, I did 80% of things of my choice and rest 20% of the choice of others. So I faced very less situations of frustrations. And many of the times when I get angry in my personal and professional life due to any reason, I totally be alone and not talk to anyone and sit in silence and decode the situation as why this happened. After this, I discuss the problem openly and then move on. But I can't sleep until I have a satisfaction in my mind. And I also do one thing, back to basics. Back to basics technique. It is a very good exercise for us to moving on in a chaotic and frustration. I don't say I had setback because I never see failure as a setback. I always see this as a new opportunity because I am in a company of motivational people since a long time. Now I want to discuss one moment when I was in 12th. I had to leave my stream, some changes in the board due to the semester. There was no teacher and I was hopeless, tried many things but didn't get any solution. But then I decided I will score very high marks and will get admission in a university college so that I can do what I want in my life. I studied hard and got 87% marks and got admission. So that time I got a great feeling because I was the first girl who got admission in university college from my town. Many more incidents we'll discuss in future.
Fantastic. Give her a big hand.
And guys, मैं बता दो अभी CBSE का और बोर्ड्स का चेकिंग इतना लीनियंट है. मेरे भी दोस्त बहुत सारे लोग को लाइक 10 टेक मोर 10 टेक वन मोर CGPA 10 तो इतना फ्री में मिल रहा. तो at that time I'm guessing I don't know exactly when this was, so anything before 2010, 87% is like the very top. So keeping that in mind, thank you Anita ji, thank you so much for sharing that story. And to get 87% because there was no teacher, क्योंकि आपके stream change करना पड़ा, that is like without having any guide, you taught yourself how to overcome those particular challenges. So
I think, Anita ji, you displayed a certain trait which is very important to go forward. What you demonstrated in your 12th is something called, we talked about integrity and courage, which is great. We talked about your level of energy. Your level of energy determined that you will not be defeated by anyone or any situation. And your determination, because we need determination to reach and achieve whatever we want to achieve. And your level of determination is something to be applauded. So fantastic job. And I'm sure you're going to be a role model. I'm sure you're already a role model and you're inspiring a lot of people. So great job. Keep it up and keep sharing your stories. Lovely. Anybody else?
Right. Yeah, just to add on to what Mr. Sen said, keep sharing your stories. I guess history से देखा जाए, it's not facts that live through time. It's not facts कि okay, so and so king fought in this war on 1956 AD something XYZ. Nobody remembers that. Everybody remembers a story.
Very true.
And Akash Singh, the founder and CEO of Energy Innovations, making statues and memorabilia with temple waste, with the prisoners as their employees. So I see ever since I met him, this was 1 year ago. Ever since I met him, जब भी मिलता हूँ, every time he speaks, there's always a story. Okay, I am gonna tell you the definition of perseverance. Here's a story. I'm gonna talk about this scale. Here's a story. Whatever you do, you attach that to a story. तो आपकी story से history is built around stories, I feel.
And there's a lot to learn always from these experiences. Whatever I said, or whatever Mr. Sen said, or whatever Anita ji said, and Mr. Abhijit Ghosh said, and so many wonderful comments coming in. I think it's a very good source for us to learn, how people reacted to certain situations and how we can emulate the same to achieve success. Because there's
Now
a
you
saying,
said something. Yeah, continue the answer.
Yeah, so there's a saying I would want to kind of, transfer the baton to Mr. Sen with. That if you want to succeed in life, and if you want to do, if you want to really take advice, take it from someone who you would want to trade places with. So I think, whoever you want to trade places with, or whoever you feel is a good source, or is a nice, successful person, whether he or she is happy, whether he or she is doing something that you want to do, probably, these stories really help you in understanding how that person would react to situations and how we can emulate them and emulate the success that they've got. Yes, Mr. Sen.
Now you touched upon the third part of the triangle. So we talked about integrity and courage, right? From Anita ji's story, what we learned was energy, the level of energy and determination that is required. The third part of the triangle, and it's an equilateral triangle, if I may say so, is what you said, we learn. And that is where our intelligence develops. So if I ask anyone, and I say, bring me the most intelligent person. So the guy will say, the guy who got 100% marks in higher secondary. If that happens, then a class 5 kid will start laughing. He'll say, come on. Intelligence is the person who has learned from falling down how to get up and go forward again. So that is intelligence. And there is a formula for there's a formula of how to develop that intelligence, which is what you said, Aditya.
Yeah.
The formula for intelligence is every time you meet someone and learn something, if you have a notebook, note it down. If you have a smartphone or I don't know, whatever, wherever you can actually record it, you can record it by voice, record it. So you will have a collections of learning which you can put together, and then you can reflect when you want to and develop your intelligence further. You need 3 ingredients to go forward in life: intelligence, which Aditya talked about, and which I said is the third side of the triangle. Second is the energy and the determination, which Anita ji talked about, which is very much needed. And the third thing is that integrity and that courage, which I talked about in Europe from that story of mine. If we can develop all of these 3 things, I believe, and my career has been 35 years plus, something like that. And I do believe that with these 3 things, and I've learned it over time, if we consciously develop it, and try to develop it, success is guaranteed. Now, what is success? Is success hitting that number, whatever the number may be? Is success having a Jaguar or whatever it is in your stable? I have understood success is the amount of love one has earned in a lifetime. And if you can learn to earn that love from other people, you are a successful man or a woman. So those three things, I think, will sum up what we have been talking about and this discussion.
That just if I can give my definition of success, like what I personally believe in, like kal ko before on my deathbed, I would say, have I succeeded in life? I guess what I would say is, how many people are going to mourn once you pass away? That I see as success. How many people's life have I touched?
Yeah, same.
So I'm not saying अगर आपका definition of success is money, then it's not like you're too materialistic. No, everybody has their own goals, or everybody has their viewpoint in life based on whatever they saw or जो भी उन्होंने बचपन में देखा है. Obviously a poor person's ambition in life or success would be to get rich. There's no judging a person's perspective there. It's just the way of life. So I guess.
But let me tell you one thing. You talked about, when you're lying on your deathbed and you want to know कितना आदमी mourn किया है आपको, correct? Okay, my last parting shot on this one is, I have been in that situation. And that's how I know what success is. That's another story for another day.
Yeah, you had touched upon it, I think, in one of the earlier podcasts. With I think Payal it was, you had touched upon it.
Yeah, so that's another story. Not with Payal, with the poet.
Okay, Karina, right.
Karina, yeah.
Yeah.
Like Mr. Sen, I think Aditya can stay here for maybe 15 to 20 minutes more. Mr. Sen, I got to confirm from you. Are you okay with extending it a little bit?
Yeah.
Sure. मुझे दिमाग में एक और टॉपिक आ रहा है, some like fun note to end on. I won't say high note.
Okay, no problem. But let's go and see what the audience are talking about.
Sure. So we have a comment from Abhijit Ghosh. So let's see. From my experience, I understand that with time and seniority, one has to learn to function alone and take responsibilities of one's own power of decision making and the fruits of success.
Okay. Which means you have to become accountable and responsible. So if you make a wrong decision, it's your problem. If you make a right decision, it's your problem. So basically, you have taken your life, your destiny in your hand. Fantastic. Lovely. Thanks, Abhijit.
Great. And me personally, I don't believe in luck. I feel as if we write our own future. Our decisions now make our future. So I don't believe in luck. But then that's my personal belief. Yeah. So the topic I was thinking of, it's not exactly a high note to end on, but I guess a fun note कि audience भी interact कर सकता है इसमें without having to write up a whole personal autobiography. So going back to what Pushkar Das said, movies for today's topic. So since pro bono career guidance का है, we'll have to stick to career. So what is that one movie that has influenced your career or the way you do things in your professional life? And ये question specifically audience के लिए, obviously for the next 5 minutes हम तो discuss करेंगे ही, but audience ये बार तो आपको comment करना ही पड़ेगा, नहीं तो मैं कल stream नहीं कर रहा. ये मेरा I don't know, blackmail कर लो, ultimatum कर लो. ये मेरी बचपन है.
We have a very participative audience. I can tell you that. I've been watching this audience for quite some time, and I'm sure they'll be able to do it.
No. So let me repeat the question. What is that one movie that has influenced or affected your professional life as to how you do things? वो एक मूवी जो आपके करियर को इतना इम्पैक्ट किया है और जिसको इंस्पिरेशन मान के आप अपना डेली काम करते हो. Before that, let's see, Anita ji has put up her definition of what success is. Success is when you feel you have enough love from your loved ones, inspired other people, and help needy people, and explored through life from every angle, which you decided and still happy, and you're still happy.
I think she has summed it up perfectly.
Yeah, perfectly. So as for the movie, yes, I'll go to Aditya firstly.
Okay, so I have three movies. Actually, I have many.
Just one most important and most influential movie.
Yeah, one is difficult to say. Um, okay, what influenced me was there's this movie called The Social Network. So it's a loosely written story on Facebook's, Facebook success, so as to say. But I'm not sure whether it's based on a true story or whether it's made up because there are a lot of theories about that. But on that day, firstly, I felt that how big an idiot Mark Zuckerberg really is. After watching the movie, I felt like that because at that time I was also thinking that, okay, when I graduate college, I'll probably start my own business. Maybe, maybe not. I was thinking that. So actually, I was thinking a lot. I went out to have snacks. I was thinking about that. I slept. The day I woke up, I was thinking about that. And that was the only time I was watching movies for the last time, probably. So yeah, that really affected me. It taught me a lot about ethics. So there's a fine line. So you don't say that you have to please everyone, right? You don't need to please everyone. That's my personal feeling, because otherwise people might take advantage of you. But at the same time, you have to stay ethical. So it's you yourself whom you have to answer. If according to you, your logic, if you're feeling you're doing the right thing, apply your logic. See from the lens of other people whether you're doing the right thing or not. If you feel that you're doing the right thing, then do it with a lot of conviction. Then if 10 people stand against you and say, no, you're doing the wrong thing, you don't care. But firstly, justify it to yourself. Ask yourself as many questions as you can with a lot of, with an open mind. So I think I learned about ethics. Then in Hindi, I think Three Idiots was also a really good movie. I think, I'm not sure whether this idea came out of that only, but I do somehow feel that there's a subconscious thing which led me to here, kind of, because I saw that in Three Idiots also that guy wanted to pursue wildlife photography, but he could not. Maybe that thing stuck. I'm not sure, because when I was thinking about this idea, I was not sure that, I'm basing it on Three Idiots. But yes, I do somehow feel that this was there in my subconscious mind. So yeah, these two movies.
By the
So
way,
Aditya,
guys,
it seems
Aditya called Mark Zuckerberg an idiot while we are streaming live on Facebook.
Oh shit.
doesn't
गया
matter.
आपसे हमारा
Mr.
screen.
Sen, over to you. Mr. Sen, over to you.
Wait. So Aditya, you are interested in wildlife photography, is it?
No, not me. So I saw that character in the movie, Farhan Qureshi. He was interested in my wildlife photography while he was pursuing mechanical engineering. So I thought that maybe that stuck in my mind somewhere. This can be a thing. So maybe this idea, because 3 years came much before I was into college. So maybe that film influenced in the subconscious mind for me to do this thing. Maybe, I'm not sure.
Okay. See, I have seen many movies and I see many movies and I love seeing a lot of movies. But I don't think any movie has influenced any decision that I have taken. I have learned something that I have discussed movies with people, including Samant. And, there are some trends and threads in a movie that can be discussed. I do not watch serious movies. I just don't. It's too depressing and I don't want to get depressed. I just want to have fun, love people, get love back, and that's it. So, influenced by a movie, I don't think I am, actually. But things that I've learned from movies and which actually I can talk about to people about movies. And there's a movie which I've told someone to have a look at. And if you guys have the time, you may want to look at it, is The 12 Angry Men. It has not influenced me, but there is something that everybody can learn out of it. So The 12 Angry Men is about 12 men who are supposed to convict a boy of killing his father. There's one of those 12 who says, no. Are we sure we are doing the right thing? And then the whole story is about how 11 of them are looking at the culprit from their own perspective, which means all of us, each and every individual and human being, we carry a baggage. We carry a huge baggage in our back wherever we go. And we tend to see the reality through the baggage that we carry. So we always look at it from what has happened to us in our lives, not what is fact and not what is from the other perspective that are there. We become blind to all that. And that takes us to a situation when we get and when we make decisions which may not be the best possible decision at that point of time. So the thing to learn from that movie is we need to keep our baggage outside somewhere when we go into a meeting or something, and then discuss things based on evidence and fact. We try to discuss anything that comes to us based on what we call the truth. So what is the definition of truth? The truth is somebody's opinion about something. That is the truth. The fact is fact. It's a data. You cannot change a fact, but you can change the truth depending on who's saying it and who's hearing it. So the thing is, that movie teaches people that people come into situations with their own perspective. And the example over there is one of those 11, 12 people, his son had had a fight with him and had left home. So he was, like all young people, all sons are like that. So that son should be hung. That's it. He's blinded. He's not being able to see something. One of those 12 people wanted to go and play golf. And he was getting late for his game. So he said, forget it. Let's just do it. And I'll be free to go and play golf. So, everybody had their own agenda and perspective. And they didn't care whether a person got hung or not hung. So I think what the story tells us is if we can leave aside our baggage, our perspective, and really take a look at something that is there, chances are 90% of the, I'm not saying that you will always do it, but yeah, there's a fair good amount of chance that you'll come out of this whole situation with a win-win with both of you. So what we do is, in game theory, there is something called a finite game and an infinite game. A finite game is a game of chess. Somebody wins, somebody loses, right? We try to deal life as, I win, you lose. But the moment we start to deal life with we win together. And that's when you have success. And that's when you create love. And that's, takes you forward.
Very true.
Great, बहुत बढ़िया. Dr. Rohit Kaul is finally here.
Dr. Rohit Kaul, welcome to the show. Man, I love you.
We were hoping you would provide some, activity to the comments so far. कि रोहित जी आप अपना स्टोरी बताएंगे, we'll have, एक engaging conversation बनेगा. But either way, one movie that influenced me, influenced me in how I lead my life, is the movie Whiplash from 2014. I think you guys already heard that before. So the story of the movie, इतना detail में तो नहीं बताऊँगा, obviously. I recommend a watch, Whiplash 2014. Aditya, if you can type it down in the comments.
Yeah.
So basically, music director played by J.K. Simmons. He's a music director of music institutes, I think the best in the entire country. So he completely abuses, like कितना गाली देता है, insults their family in whatever way possible. Like ऐसा लगता है कि he's gonna kill me with words, like literally going to kill me with words. And he even abuses them, throwing stuff at them. And his justification was कि then there was a conversation where there was a trombone player. I think it was a clarinet. I don't know which instrument exactly that was. So he messes up on stage, like in front of like thousands of people. He messes up, and his music director on stage picks up the big ring thingy on the drums. I don't know what it's called. He just picks it up and throws it at him that he almost cuts his head off. लेकिन बच जाता है luckily. So what he does is the player so he goes home, he kicks himself in the back and he says, I gotta get better. He wants to get better. He practices, he keeps on practicing, and finally he goes on to the stage and he performs, I think, one of the greatest ever solo performances the world has ever seen, of all instruments. So what if the music director had said, okay, you did a good job, it's okay, मतलब टेंशन मत लेना, you can get it done better next time. Then the player would think, dude, सच में मतलब ठीक है, आई थिंक आई डिड लिटिल बिट ओके, चलेगा, मतलब कभी कभी गलती हो जाता है. तो इफ़ ही हैड थॉट लाइक दैट, इफ़ ही एक पॉजिटिव री इन्फोर्समेंट दे देते हैं, वुड वी हैव गॉटन सच वर्ल्ड लेजेंडरी, वन ऑफ द ग्रेटेस्ट म्यूजिक प्लेयर्स एवर? So that was the question. What is his justification? The word good job is the biggest insult to people, humanity as a whole. Because good job does not let you push beyond your boundaries. Good job lets you feel satisfied in the mediocrity that you already are. So he says, as a music director, I wasn't there to teach music. Any idiot with a stick can compose music and see if everybody is in tune. Lekin what I did in that particular institute was make people go beyond what they thought they could do, and that is what I did, and I'm bloody proud of it, and I have no regrets, even though he got fired in the movies.
Brilliant.
So that I saw, that inspiration is to maybe because of that I have a more pessimistic and cynical view of life. कुछ भी पॉजिटिव देखता नहीं हूँ मैं. I guess Aditya can confirm to this. Aditya can confirm this state. लेकिन what it did teach me is to push myself and to take criticism in any way possible. Like no matter who's giving it, younger than me, older than me, whatever position in life they are, criticism दोगे तो बिल्कुल I will try to better myself and always keep pushing beyond what you thought was possible.
And that's also very positive, by the way, Samant. So
It is good. It is fantastic. Excellent story. Samant, okay, you take a rest. Aditya, Aditya, हम लोग का ऑडियंस में क्या बोल रहे हैं?
got it. हाँ, audience के ही कुछ comments के साथ I think I would like to end this conversation, and I think thank you so much audience for sticking with us still so late. It's already been I think 1.5 hours. So Anita ji says agree. Mr. Abhijit says correct. Dr. Rohit Kaul says प्यार बांटते चलो. बिल्कुल, हमें प्यार बांट के चलना चाहिए और सबको साथ में मिलके इस सिचुएशन का सामना करना चाहिए. That is the best way to bounce back. I think एक और चीज लास्ट बोलना चाहूंगा before reading the audience comments and ending it here. Peace and harmony and friendship is really important to bounce back. अगर आप दुखी हो, आपके पास 10 लोग खड़े हो जो आपको आके सपोर्ट करे, बोले no issues mate, you can do it better. कोई बात नहीं यार, तेरे पे मुझे पूरा विश्वास है. मेरे साथ हुआ है, आई थिंक हम सबके साथ कभी ना कभी हुआ है कि हमारे कुछ दोस्तों ने, हमारे माँ बाप ने, हमारे किसी सगे संबंधी ने, वेल विशर ने हमें बहुत मोटिवेट किया हो when we are down, when we are out, कि नहीं यार ये छोटी मोटी चीजें तो होती रहती है. I have full belief in you, I have seen your ability, you can definitely do it. And हमें क्रिटिसाइज भी किया हो अच्छे टाइम पे और बुरे टाइम पे हमारा साथ भी दिया हो. These things are really important to bounce back. अगर आप दुखी हो, आपके साथ 10 लोग खड़े हैं, no doubt you'll bounce back, no doubt at all. So डॉक्टर रोहित कौल बिल्कुल सही कह रहा है, प्यार बांटते चलो. अगर आप में से किसी को भी हमारी कभी भी जरूरत हो, मैसेज खुला है, जब मर्जी फेसबुक मैसेज करो. We try our best to reply as quickly as possible. Mr. Abhijit Ghosh says, influences may not make one take the best possible decision. True. movies can educate and add to the knowledge, but ideally the best scenario is to use one's sense of judgment and take the decision. Very true, Mr.
Perfect.
Abhijit. And I think, yes,
Correct.
movies are for entertainment mostly. And yes, if you want to learn and if you have that keenness to learn, I feel, then probably you learn also. But mostly, हाँ, मनोज बाजपेयी की एक लाइन थी कि साहब मूवीज देख के आपका हेयर स्टाइल बदलता है आपका सोचने का तरीका नहीं. तो आई थिंक टू एन एक्सटेंट दैट इज ट्रू.
I guess depends on what kind of movies you're watching.
Yeah.
But over here, I just want to talk about the movie I talked about, 12 Angry Men.
Uh-huh.
That is taught in the MBA classes
Okay.
of all the leading institutes in the world. It's taught in Harvard. It's taught in Stanford. It is taught in INSEAD. It's taught as a management process. It's a management learning thing. Because what happens when you are working in a company, in a career, there are times when you can see a situation and others are not seeing it. So you have a situation where you need to convince the others to come around to the way you're looking at it. And by getting angry, you cannot do that. So what are the techniques and tools and tactics that you can use to convince the other person?
Right.
So that is why it is taught. So I had been a session in INSEAD on that. So they showed us the movie the night before, after dinner. So pura movie dekh liya. The next day, from the morning till the evening, full 9 hours, that whole movie was stripped apart. You know, frame by frame. इधर में ये बोल रहा है तो क्या होगा इसका, what will be the outcome? The whole class discussion हुआ था. You know, why he did that. So what was that final outcome of doing that? How do you do that in a work situation if it comes about? So it's a fantastic thing to do.
So guys, I've commented all the movie names in the comment section. If you want to watch it, please do. And with this, Samant, batao apna ending line.
Actually, we had a comment from Shikaji. She says, a great session today. Nice to hear the interesting life story of your people. And Anita ji ka question aaya tha, quick question to Mr. Sen. Would you suggest any good movie or book on management?
For the management movie, please see the 12 Angry Men. See and analyze it. And if you want my help to help you to analyze it, you have to analyze it and actually take bits and pieces of it and apply it to real situations in life, like how evidence plays a part. So you may see that. That is taught. Book on management, there are many. There are many books on management. And myself, I am a strategy practitioner. So I practice strategy, planning, and performance. And I keep saying, don't look at numbers. So that's beside the point. But I think one of the best books, if you are interested in that, is you look at the book called Executive Premium, is by Robert Kaplan and Dave Norton. Both are doctors actually, Dr. Dave Norton and Dr. Robert Kaplan. They have a series of books on the subject. So that talks about strategy in a very good way. Also, there is a fantastic strategy book. It's about a hospital, but one can learn a lot from it, is the case study of the Mayo Clinic. So it's a case study and it's compiled together with a lot of people to learn. On the Executive Premium, on strategy, if you are interested, I can have a session with you, talk to you about strategy and how things can be done. I've been practicing strategy for the last 15 years, more than that perhaps. So yeah, those are the two books.
And I've typed that in the comments also, guys, so you can also have a read.
Great, fantastic. I guess अगर time constraint नहीं होता, I guess we could have taken this conversation for hours at a stretch. लेकिन वो liberty है नहीं, unfortunately.
You know, Samat, ये बंगाली में इसका एक टर्म होता है. इसका टर्म का नाम होता है अड्डा.
Adda, right.
So we had a good adda session today.
So what does it mean, Adda?
It's just you talk, you shoot, you just talk about everything.
गप मारना बस.
गप शप मारो.
अच्छा,
तो
basically
थोड़ा चाय होना चाहिए.
Right.
great. So I guess अभी तो एंड करना ही पड़ेगा.
हाँ.
So with that guys, अच्छा conversation था, you know, something career से related था, but I guess, you know, it was I guess we could sit back, take in, you know, कोई formal conversation के बदले just sit back and have an open conversation, you know, just let our
I
thoughts
think-
out.
I want to thank the audience, each one of them, for their fantastic participation. Especially, I want to thank Anita ji. She has been outstanding. And I want to thank Abhijit Ghosh,
Thank you so much.
and he has really come through extremely well. And all the rest. And to Ms. Shika both as well for giving all the encouragement that was there. And also Pushkar Das to get us to talk about movies. Thank you, Pushkar.
Thank you, Pushkar.
That was-
Yes, I remember all the names. If I let me bring it up. Krishna, Pushkar Das, Dr. Rohit Kaul, Anita ji, Shikha ji, and then Himanshu Bose ji also watches. इतना usually comment करते नहीं है, but I know he's always watching the entire thing. So let me see कि किसको मिस कर दिया मैंने. क्या I guess I've covered everyone. किसी को मिस कर दिया है तो and this so Abhijit Ghosh says thank you everyone, had a great time as a first timer. Then absolutely we enjoyed all your insights and your comments about the topics we discussed today. Absolutely. So guys, अच्छे नोट पे एंड करने बहुत खुशी लग रही है मुझे. I don't know if that's the right grammar in Hindi. मेरा हिंदी
I
थोड़ा
want to
तबलीग.
give a quote.
Yeah.
I want to give a quote. Ruk jao.
Definitely.
This is from a guy who is a very interesting guy. His name is Charlie Chaplin. You guys have heard of him. He says to advance and to have success, all you need is love. To destroy things, you need power.
Hmm.
So to create things, you need love. To destroy things, you need power. And I think that's what we live on love. Wrap it up, Samant.
Mr. Sen has to leave. So thank you everyone for coming in. Thank you for all your comments, questions. Questions to आज. Thank you for all your comments, your stories and your insights. Thank you, Mr. Sen and Aditya. So with that, everybody, stay indoors, wash your hands, protect yourself, and of course, best wishes to you and your families. कल मिलते हैं same time 6 p.m. with a different guest on Facebook Live. Like and follow our page and turn on post notifications to know when we do go live. Take care and bye bye. See you tomorrow.